Okay, visual markers. So why are visual markers oftentimes a bad practice? Well, usually what they're doing is they're either providing information that is very apparent and there's no need to provide that information, or it's trying to make sense of something that probably should be in a different file, right? And so oftentimes you'll see them in one of two ways. You'll see them with the dots that have something like this, where like, by convention, for instance, your dependencies usually go at the top of the file. And, most of our linters and things like that will take care of that. So there's really no reason to even have a comment like that. And then you have super unnecessary ones where, take an example of our class here, where you just go properties, right? Properties almost always go first, and our linters will even ensure that. And it's very apparent that that's not really necessary. Now, in a case where you have multiple files like this, you might even see user class, admin class, things like this to show a distinction between the two. This is a good example of where instead of actually having a comment and getting rid of it, go and create a new file, right? Go and do your admin.class.js or something like that. And instead, take this, gut it out in one file, put in another file, of course, get rid of the comment and get rid of this one as well. Because really, at the end of the day, there's a little bit of disagreement on this, depending on who you ask. But in my opinion, you want to have a single file per class, and that'll make your life a little bit easier. And that'll also eliminate some of these visual cues that really, at the end of the day, are good indicators of a anti-pattern to showcase that, hey, maybe our file here has multiple purposes, and that is an issue in itself. So when you see those visual cues, think about it, see how you might be able to break it up to make it so that you don't need it, and make your life a little bit easier. One last thing I wanted to add on here, it didn't really need a entire screencast for it, is don't leave to-dos in your code. You might have even before put to-do move into two files, right? Something like that. At the end of the day, priorities change, things change, and just be like Nike and do it. No more to-dos. So keep that in mind.